All right, here we go. We're beginning season 2, episode 12 of SVU Sports Weekly. I'm your host, Connor Shank, alongside my good friend, longtime partner, and brother, Jake Shank.
Oh, it's good to be back, everybody. Was gone there for a little bit, but glad to be back. Got a little bit of action this week, not too much, but let's just jump right into it and send it off to you.
Yeah, let's do it. So we have a lot of you seen the Knights Table Media Awards. Been posting. We've had quite the amount of signups, or I guess votes awarded. For those who are just looking or seeing this for the first time, it's basically a way to celebrate and recognize a tremendous talent, high level commitment it takes to be an athlete out there at SVU. And so we're doing male and female for Athlete of the Year, male and female for Freshman of the Year, male and female for Knight of the Year, and then also Coach of the Year, male and female. And so that's broken down on our Twitter and or X or Instagram. So go on there and click the link and vote. And yeah, so we had 7 games and matches this week with multiple great set of performances and a lot of wins. So we'll start out in women's basketball here. They went 2-0 in the week. Their first win was against NC Wesleyan, where they won 60-47 with Ruth Kempler, who led the team in points with 13 and 5 boards. Then we had Alyssa Wheeland added a season high 12 points, 4 rebounds. Abigail Snyder also led the team in rebounds, which is also a season high for her with 12. And Aisha Foster led the team with 2 blocks there. And then the second game of the week was against Piedmont down there in a away game, and they won 54-49, close game. Strong defense performance yet again. The Knights drained 5 3-pointers by Abigail Snyder, Maria Savoon, Ava Canty, and Sadie Allred all hit some 3-pointers with Abigail Snyder on the double-double with 10 boards, or 11 boards, excuse me, and 10 points. Aisha Foster was on doorstep of a double-double with 10 points and 9 rebounds. And then you had Ruth Kempler, who had 8 points and 7 rebounds. So for those keeping track, that makes the Knights 9-2 with a 3-0 conference record and a 5-0 home record to start the year.
Yeah, great start to the year. Obviously, undefeated at home. Love to see that. I know there's a lot of support out there, so continue to do that for the women's team. Just jumping over to the men's side of it, they had an exhibition game against D1 Coastal Carolina this week. That was cool. I was on ESPN, so it was good to see the boys out there on the court. The final was 57-82. 12 Knights saw the floor, which was awesome to kind of get on that stage and get those reps in.
Mhm.
Something kind of coach talked about at the beginning of the year. I know when you interviewed him, he was always wanted to say that he wants to get as many players as he can on the court to get that
Mhm.
experience, which is great. So some of the top performers: Eli Ballstead led the team in points with 15. Tillman Johnson led the team in rebounds with 8. Tyler Karcher added 10 points, and then Christian Good added 8 points as well. So, everybody was on the court and kind of just putting their effort in there, which is great to see. Jumping over in the next game is Randolph. They won 83-73. So, great win there. Some top performers are DJ Green. He had a season high of 22 points, so congratulations on that. Eli Ballstead also added 20 points and 5 boards. Tillman Johnson contributed with 13 points, as well as a season high of 11 rebounds. And then Tyler Karchner scored 11 points, 6 rebounds, and Colin Griffith was 2 for 3 from downtown. So the Knights are 6-2 on the season, and again 3-0 at home. So just like we've always been talking about, it's a privilege to play in that barn, and it's looking great so far for both men and women's teams.
Right. Yeah, great touch there. So yeah, it's basketball's 8-0 at home this year, combined men's and women's. So that's awesome to see. And then on to men's wrestling, where they had an early match, just in a single match against Shenandoah, where they lost 19-26, and they were actually down early, a few points, and they came storming back towards the later individual matches. Fell a little bit short, but in the 125-pound weight class, you had Matthew Papa won 16-3. In the 174-pound weight class, you had Tyson Hoops, who won 5-2. And then in the 184 weight class, Ikea Garcia won via fall, as well as Loyal Home in the 197-pound weight class won via fall as well. And then during the weekend, they traveled to the Cougar Duels, where they had, I believe it was 5 matches. And they had lots of victories, lots of great matches there. They had Belmont Abbey, where you had Porter Trapp, who was in the 285-pound weight class, won via fall. You had the 125-pound weight class, Matthew Papa won 7-0. You had the 174-pound weight class, Tyson Hoops won via forfeit in that match. And then match two, again, Matthew Papa with the win, 7-0. So that's multiple wins, obviously, there for Matthew Papa during the week. So it looks like he was 3-0 so far. Then you had Richie, and that's the whereas 174-pound Tyson Hoops won via forfeit. And then the second match, you had 141-pound weight class. You had Richie Kulesa, 112.6. 157-pound weight class, you had Corbin Meacham, who won via forfeit. 165-pound weight class, you had Noah James, who also won via fall. And then Tyson Hoops wrapped it up in the 174-pound weight class, won via forfeit in that match. And that was a 25-24 loss for Belmont Abbey there. So once again, another close, gritty performance. And then you had two other matches where you had against Huntington with the 125-pound weight class, Matthew Papa with another victory, 20-2. You had 141-pound weight class, Richie Klessa, who won again via forfeit. Match 4 versus Bloomfield State, Richie Klessa won again, 7-2. And then closing out, you had Wilmington. It was the 184-pound weight class, Lincoln Trapp won, 6-5. You had 174-pound weight class, Tyson Hoops won via fall. And you had 165-pound weight class, Noah James, who won 16-0, along with Matthew Papa with another victory there via fall in the 125-pound weight class. So a lot of good victories, a lot of strong individual and team performances there. And I think they have a few weeks off as we head into the holidays.
Yeah, so it's again great to see those guys doing well on the mat. Jumping over to the women's wrestling, they finished 13th as a team. Dusty Caperson came in third overall. Andrea Castro won via fall. McKenna Dolt won via fall. Alyssa Pace won 12-1, and then Grace Blake won via fall for their match of the week. So again, great to see both men's and women's teams kind of dominating on the mat. And again, they got these next couple weeks off due to the holidays.
Right. And then on to, as we always like to say, some of the favorite, I guess, one of the favorite segments of the week is the players of the week. So once again, thanks to everyone who, voted and chimed in, and obviously the athletes themselves who, went out there and performed and did well. And so we're going to have kind of a player of the week this week in the men's division, at least, with Matthew Papa, freshman from Meridian, Idaho, who went 4-1 on the week in his matches, also defeating several Division II opponents. And then alongside DJ Green, who was from another Idaho junior from McCall, Idaho, who dropped a season high in points with 22, leading Lions to another huge win. And then in the women's side, you have Dusty Casperson, a sophomore from Buena Vista, Virginia, obviously recorded a podium finish in the WASP Open with several wins throughout the past few weeks, leading the team. Great there as a leader. And then, like I said, coming in, finishing on the podium in the WASP Open. So there's the shout out to the players of the week.
Yeah, I mean, a great segment again. One of my favorites, obviously, just showing best of the week, best performances. So congratulations to those athletes and getting player of the week. Let's take a look at just some action this upcoming week. We don't have a whole ton, so let's just go through it real quick. Monday, no action, as well as Tuesday. Wednesday, there is a men's basketball game at Oglethorpe College, and then Thursday is men's basketball again at Piedmont. And then Friday and Saturday, no action. Break is here, so everybody have a great break. Happy holidays, and kind of wraps it up for this episode.
Yeah, pretty quick, like you said, pretty quick, not a lot of games. So thanks, Father, who's tuned in and joined. And make sure to go fill out those forms for the Athletes of the Year. We'll close those in a few weeks in December. And like I said, we have a partnership with Likeness, the brand. So the winners will actually be getting some merch there for, like I said, the winning participants in the voting. So make sure to go like, subscribe, share it, fill out the forms, and we'll see you guys next week.